Oh, hey, Paul. Hey, YouTube. So here we are on the side of the road. We're in Jupiter today, and we're just building out the cameras. We have the FX3 on the tripod with a monitor and a matte box because we're shooting in high noon today. So I figured that might help. And then we have Paul over here setting up the gimbal. All right, so here we are today on location. Look at this location today. Sheesh. We are doing a music video for a client that reached out to me on Instagram. So, very important to make sure that that is up to date. You never know what could come of it. Look where we are. Sheesh. We got production Paul here. Big time production guy. What do you got to say to YouTube, Paul?
I think this is going to be a fun shoot. We're going to have an interesting set of production challenges shooting on the beach, but
lots of shadows.
It's going to be a
harsh sunlight.
A lot of fun, and it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah. This is a really cool spot because of the trees and all that, but it also makes it challenging because you can see all the shadows, and the sun is directly overhead right now, but we're going to start off with this little hammock here. That'll be our first spot. I can actually show you real quick. Here's what the shot's looking like. That's pretty nice. It's like something you'd see on a Corona commercial or something, you know? Sheesh. Did you see the shot, Paul?
Yeah.
You saw it?
Yeah, it looks good.
It's like a Corona commercial, huh?
I think it's gonna be nice. What we're gonna do, we're gonna use the shot that's on that monitor right there that you see. And then you see where the hammock is. We're going to bring a steady cam from here down to the performer's eye level, and that's going to give us a nice supplemental shot that we can match cut when we're in the edit.
You have a steady cam?
It's a gimbal, so it's a little bit more advanced than a steady cam, but you know, motorized stabilization of DSLR is always a good thing.
Yeah, let's tell you, yeah, my brother. Yeah, when I originally started speaking to this client, I didn't really think anything of it because a lot of times people just want to film videos and they message you on Instagram and it's usually like a weird interaction situation. And this one was the exact opposite. So you never know who you're going to meet, what the person is going to be, you know, just have a conversation. Don't automatically dismiss anything that happens, you know, really in life or in business. You never know who you're going to meet, you know? You trying to add something?
No, I'm just looking at what you're looking at.
Yeah, I was looking at myself. I'm a handsome guy, you know?
Me too.
The mullet, dude. Show him, dude. No, we need a profile. Yeah! All right, pro tip of the day. $20. Look at Paul, dude. He looks like a freaking... What's that banana sunscreen? The banana sunscreen?
Banana boat?
He looks like a banana boat model right now.
Yeah! I also can't see.
So we're getting ready for the first vocal take, basically where she's going to be singing along to the song, so that way she can sync it in post. There is our client with their talent for the day. She hired a male actor to be the subject for the video. We tried to bounce some light off there with that reflector. That didn't really do much, so we did something different, which you'll see later in the video. But yeah, this location was really cool. Just park on the side of the road, hop right down here, and then you're right on the beach. And this is what the shot looks like. And yeah, this is, so you can see Paul, he basically is deflecting the sun. So we're using that reflector as kind of like a softbox for the sun. Yeah, the shot looks pretty nice there. Paul's getting some B-roll here of them just kind of walking along the shoreline. There was some other people on the beach, not too many, so we had to be kind of cautious to try not to get anyone else in the shots. Here we are doing another vocal take, again using the reflector to just basically put a barrier between the client and the sun because it was such high noon. The sun was right overhead. We didn't want that harsh sunlight and those shadows. So that little reflector did a really good job. If we didn't have that, the shoot would have been a lot more challenging. Doing the same thing out here on the beach. We did another take of this with him holding the reflector over the sun. So you can see how harsh the light is there. We did another take and we ended up really liking the way it came out because we used the reflector for the sun. All right, so started about 4 hours ago. Probably almost close to being done here with the music video. We're gonna do a drone shot. We're gonna have them laying down on the sand. I think we'll get the drone probably about 6 feet over them or whatever. 6 to 8 feet, so it's not too loud. And then kind of go up, and as we're going up, maybe do like a little spin, so that way we can see the ocean, the shoreline, everything as we're going up. So let's see. First, we got to get a selfie for the boys. Okay. Gotti.
Going back in?
Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't end the video last night, so I figured might as well just keep this video going. Another drop today, so bring y'all along for that. We got production Paul here loading up the rock and roller cart. If you don't got a rock and roller cart, you freaking need one. That's $160 you'll ever spend. We are doing some interviews today for a corporate client. The mullet strikes again. You don't get upset when I talk about your hair, do you?
No.
That's why you grew it out.
I want it to be as funny looking as possible at all times.
I don't think it looks funny. I just think it's totally.
To me, it looks hilarious.
I just think
that's what I'm going for.
I just think it's totally righteous. Okay, getting the interview set up. Looks okay. Should we? Should probably first change just to 24 frames.
I feel like the background is still a little bit too lit. That makes sense? Kind of
Yeah.
want it to
This is us gathering some B-roll for this client. And what's happening here is we basically just kind of have them in like a meeting setting almost, where they're kind of just conducting a conversation as coworkers. And I actually tell them like, hey, like actually have a conversation, talk to each other, tell stories, however you want to do it. But if you don't have them get those authentic conversations and real reactions, then the footage is just going to look kind of fake and strange. So I actually prompt them to like have a natural conversation. Like once the conversation starts flowing and feeling natural and looking good, then I'll start recording, and we usually get some good stuff that way. So yeah, natural conversation always looks the best.
I feel like this is a fake pool table.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not like, is it the real size? It seems too.
I wouldn't know.
It seems like it's not long enough.
Yeah.
Or maybe it is. I don't know.
I'm not talented enough with a pool stick to
Let's
know.
see that gimbal shot, dude. In college, they used to call Paul Sticks
That
because
was
his
my-
shots were
that was
so
my
steady.
nickname.
He didn't even need.
When I was shooting for Nice Piece Productions LLC in Los Angeles,
He
California.
didn't even need a tripod. His show was so steady.
And we didn't have gimbals back then, so keep that in mind. My floating shots were really floating.
Look at the stance. Look at that. Look at the knees. Look at the elbows. Just look at it. Look at the mullet. All right,
Now we're doing it for real.
all right, tighten up.
Just packing everything up here, breaking down cameras, and we were filming outside for the last shot, so that was nice. We were able to bring everything out, get the last shot, and then break everything down and pack up. The least fun part of the day, packing up. But of course, close it out with some nice healthy food. Paul and I get lunch at Fit Food Cafe in Boca. This place is really awesome, really healthy. The job is done. The day is done. Wedding tomorrow. Not getting married, but I'm filming a wedding. I am married though. I've been married.
Congratulations.
Been married since 2017. Wow, it's been almost 6 years of marriage with my lovely wife Jennifer. Shout out to Jennifer. What did we learn anything today? That's a great way to end the video.
Yeah, so I would say for me,
I learned something really, really important, but I want you to go
one thing
first.
that I picked up on was the subtly moving camera is a lot more effective for supplemental footage than
Ooh, I agree.
big camera move.
I
You
agree.
Go from one end to the room.
I always be trying to film everything with a gimbal, but that's not the way.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, even just like a slight shift on a tripod is
Yeah.
more effective sometimes than a big move, because big moves, you know, you find as you go through the move that you have control over a lot less than you think.
I love that. Okay. Yeah,
What
I
was
do.
yours?
I just always film, I'm so used to like, oh, I need this shot, pick up a gimbal. But like now I'm like,
Yeah.
let's go with the tripod, like, or take the camera off the tripod and go handheld, like,
Yeah.
but like have both options available just in case. So we did 2 interviews today, and they were each probably about like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, 20 minutes, which is like normal. You need like 5 minutes to like get warmed up, to like get the person to start feeling comfortable, to get responses that you can use, right? The second person that we interviewed was like super in a rush. They were like, I just got to do this and get it done so I can get on to something else. And that, like, I don't know about you, but like made me feel anxious, and like I was starting to rush what I was doing. But then I was like, okay, wait, I have a specific job to do, and if I get anxious and rush because she has something to do within her day that is making us rush, then it's gonna look bad on all of us. So I was like, you know what, like, I can't rush this. And
You
even though,
control the pace.
yeah, you control the
Yeah.
pace. And even though she was like, I have something I have to do right after this, so let's just, like, she literally said, let's just get this over with.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's like you feel like, it makes you feel like, okay, well then let's just not do it, you know? But, you know, we sat her down, got the questions going, and I was at first I was like being a little bit conservative with like, oh, maybe I should just hurry this up and let her go. But then, like, you know, I was like, no, I'm following my list of questions. I'm doing exactly what I want to do. And I even asked additional questions.
Well, and
in addition to the list. I was like,
funny.
I'm not letting her go. Yeah.
And another thing is with that person, the person who was in a rush, they actually gave a lot of really good
they had the heaters. They had the heaters.
Yeah, so, but the thing is that all of their snippets were after an intro to the snippet that's not usable.
Yeah.
Whereas the other person spoke in pretty good sentences, but the sentences are broken up by filler words like
Yeah.
so.
There were shorter
stuff like
sentences too.
Yeah.
Yeah, interviews are a very hard thing.
The cutting of the interview is
you literally only learn like how to do a good interview and put it together by actually doing like multiple interviews, because everybody's different. But I always try to conduct them as like a natural conversation. Another thing that I learned, just another quick one, was always hold the shot like 10 seconds longer than you want to. And like sometimes I was like, oh, this is kind of getting awkward, you know, but like I just kept the camera rolling and I just stood there and like went through that awkward phase and like actually got something a little more usable than what I was hoping to get towards the end, because I just held it for a little bit longer than I would. In the edit, a lot of times I'm like, damn, I just wish that pan was like 3 seconds longer. So I go in with that mentality and just like, at least every shot has to be like 10 seconds, you know?
I had an idea for next time, actually. So next time that we have to interview someone that we don't know, I think an interesting thing...
Which is every interview.
Well, fair. I think an interesting thing to do might be to roll the cameras and then just have a conversation, the getting to know you conversation then.
Well, that is a great idea.
And
Not
then,
so much be like, oh, cameras are rolling, and then like they get all frozen up.
Exactly. Like just kind of roll the cameras subtly and then have the getting to know you conversation then, and then get into the questions. So that by that time, comfort and rapport is both established.
Yeah.
You know? That might be an interesting strategy.
I love that. All right, those are your tips for today, Paul. Thank you so much for all your help today.
Excellent work.
YouTube, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.